What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and episode number 3, game number 2 of Dallas Stars franchise. Today we have the home opener against the Nashville Predators, but first we have some owner goals that we're going to try to take care of. We want to beat our Colorado Avalanche rivals in our first meeting of the season. We're not going to be able to do that today since we're playing Predators, but we do want to potentially raise our concessions to at least 85% fan happiness. So we're going to look into that. And at the end of the last episode, if you were here, we looked at the bathroom situation, and it was apparently not good. And we need good bathrooms, in my opinion. If there is nothing worse when you go to a stadium and there's just bad bathrooms like everywhere, and there's just pee, and there's not enough people, like the lines are out the door. So it's not a priority for the owner, but for me, the bathrooms might be the highest priority right now from what I am seeing. So we're going to repair that first and foremost. So figure that out, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out. And then we're going to raise the concessions, hopefully. For now, we're going to repair it. We're going to repair the concessions. We might add hot fudge and ice cream and all that stuff later, but not at this current time. We have to stay inside the budget. We only have $2 million budget. We don't want to go overboard too early, but I do think that would be a good idea. So my question about the repair of the bathrooms is, does that mean for all the home games for the next 7 days, just nobody can use the toilet? If that's true, I have made a big mistake, because we have like 2 home games. We have the Predators here and then the Jets at home, and both of those are inside 7 days. So all the constipated fans out there, that's on me. My bad. We're going to simulate up to game number 2 against the Nashville Predators, the home opener for the Stars. As I'm sure I have said many times at this point, I'm still just worried about our constipated fans. Same team, we're familiar with them. Their top guys are Josi Forsberg and UC Saros, and then ours obviously are Robertson, Pavelski, and Heiskanen, but y'all already knew that. Same lines as last time. Why mess with a good thing? Still going to go all-star 5 minutes. Might change it for the Jets game if we win in another big way. But we'll have to see. We might bump it to Superstar for the Jets and just see what happens. Regardless, we're going to play All-Star 5 minutes like we did for the last game. For this game, I feel like it was pretty balanced last game. Like, they had some opportunities, and we definitely allowed some. So we're going to look to limit some of those opportunities, but Ottinger was super good last game. As here we are in the American Airlines Center, home sweet home, for the Dallas Stars against a familiar foe and a rival here early on, as that one's played back to Fabro. And Duchesne has got it. The Central bad blood out in force early in the season for Dallas, as we have Winnipeg next game. And Pavelski will just bully it in. Robertson will get bodied into the boards. Hard hits early here from Nashville, apparently pissed off about their home opener, as Scott Wedgwood will make this save here early. Wedgwood gets the start. I didn't necessarily want that to happen, but I'm not upset about it. He needed to start at some point. I would probably rather Ottinger versus the Jets, all things being equal. But I guess we'll just have to see how this one goes, as Forsberg will play it back to Josi, who skates in. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how we go. Garland, bodied by Sagan. We can't get the puck out. Now we do. Bent. Skating down. Lumbering in. That shot's off Saros. Guryanov just floats it in and will reset. Miller with either the worst shot or the worst pass I've ever seen in my life. And I guess he can decide which one it was, but it was one of them. It wasn't both. Miller gets bodied. Here comes Gurianov. Loses the puck, but that's okay because Sagan is there, and he'll have it poked away. Suter bodied. Heiskanen also bodied. The Preds are out here hitting. Sagan returns the favor. If it's a hit fest, we're in trouble. That one a one-timer. Wedgwood makes the save and will hold to reset. My goodness. Not great. The Stars hired a new president in the offseason. Breaking news, that's me. In case you live underneath a rock and somehow made it to episode 3 of the series without realizing what we were doing. Sissons will shoot it in. Wedgwood will stop it and hold again. Victory Green. I'm a Stars fan, right? Victory Green is awfully tough as a mascot. He reminds me a lot of the Philly Fanatic. But I feel like if I was a small child, as Robertson in, he'll shoot. That one's saved. Saros another save. And he'll hold. Robertson a couple of shots here early. If I was a child and I saw Victory Green, I would either think that is so cute, like a rejected character from Monsters, Inc. has come to visit me in my dreams, or this is a demon that has blessed me with its presence, and I am now going to die. Robertson pokes it away. Can he win the foot race? He cannot. Carrier gets there first and gets it to Tavalin. Schweinin gets in. That one's off the side of the net, and we'll play it around. Lindell has got it. And we'll change. At least some of them will change. Lindell send some people in. Lindell is just going to hang out with the puck for a minute. Marchment's just hanging out as well. We got Glendening here. He'll get it up to Foxa, who's got it in the slot. That one's just wide. Marchment has it. Gets it back. Lindell shoots it off of Sherwood, and Nashville will have it and get it out of their zone. Thinking about the Predators' name, as Suter has a breakaway somehow. I tried to slow down a little bit so I could maybe deke the goalie, and then everybody caught up. So that's on me, I guess. As McDonough has it poked away. Thinking about the Predators' name, which it's cool. It makes sense with the logo. But it's lucky that they're not located in the city like Surprise or something. Like Surprise, Arizona. Because I feel like the Surprise Predators would just... it would be tough. I'm not going to lie to you, as Niederreiter sends it in. Wedgwood will grab and just hold once again. We'll get our second line back out. Cool name. Coupled with Nashville, it's kind of sick. You change up the city, it's maybe a little bit less sick. Potentially the logo as well. Saros will just cover. We'll get our fourth line out, because everybody else is pretty much gassed at this point. As the Predators actually lead us in shots as we have our fourth line out. But we are winning in the face-off dot. That was something we did want to improve on last episode. But if it's at the cost of shots, I don't know that it's worth it. Studenich gets bumped. Up, here comes Colin Miller. He'll skate around and send it in. Saros will paddle it down and get it to Garland. Is that Garland or is it Granlund? I may have been saying that wrong for the last episode and a half. It looks like it might be Granlund. So that's on me. I'm sure the comment section from the last video is going to be like, this guy's dumb, but they're not completely incorrect. I am illiterate, apparently. Hakanpää. Get it to Yossi, who says, you have mail. Is that what that X Factor is? Not real sure. Sissons in. It's around, gets that to Tavalin. The Sissons. They were a pass away from having a goal there. There's nobody at the receiving end of that last pass, as we are just all kinds of in shambles here. Ben will check him. McDonough And a pretty uneventful first period. Some big hits by Nashville. We see there the one against Suter. Some shots on net for both teams, but not a whole lot of action, to be honest with you guys. But period number 2 is here. As it's Pavelski, Robertson, and Hintz. No line changes at this point. Too early in the season to really shake things up, in my opinion. We got to get a feel for what we have. Pavelski sends it in. That one's not fielded cleanly. As Pavelski's got it. Robertson is hammered. Forsberg skates up. Got a really good shot. Duchesne in. Forsberg couldn't put it in. Duchesne will cycle it out to Fabro. Blocked by Heiskanen. And we're actually going to play it to Heiskanen and continue on. Was that a mistake? We will see, but we are able to get it out. We need to get the first line off the ice. They're kind of getting bodied here. Across to Ben. Didn't quite work out. Granlund. Now that I'm saying his name right, I'm sure his family will appreciate. Sure, he's watching the YouTube series, actually. So if you are, whatever the first name of Granlund is, I'm going to guess it's not Connor. Because having a Connor Garland and a Connor Granlund in the NHL at the same time feels highly unlikely. Gurionov skates in. He'll shoot. That one's fended wide. Had a look, just didn't quite finish. Suter also unable to do anything. That shot is fielded cleanly on a stick, by the way. Lindell hammers him as it gets lost in Carrier's body. Niederreiter will go 5-hole, and that's the first goal of Nashville's American season. Goes 5-hole on Scott Wedgwood, and it's Nino Niederreiter for his second goal of the season. Not great. As Dallas now, we're down 1-0. I am a little bit upset as we already have a power play. What could have possibly happened there? Mason Marchment, 2 goals last game, a penalty this game with slashing on the face-off play, apparently. We get a replay on that. That was the fastest slash I've ever seen in my life. The puck had not even hit the ice yet. Time for some special teams. Glendening has it, and we'll clear the zone, and we're just going to skate in. Honestly, I didn't expect to get this far. I was not a mentally... Oh, God. I accidentally skated Heiskanen up. Get back here, Miro. Fox is there. He'll clear it back. I just skated everybody wildly out of position. Heiskanen, a nice stick. Something his girlfriend says quite frequently, I'm sure, as we will just hold it with Scott Wedgwood. The second line penalty killer's out there. Looks like it's Hintz and Studnich. Something I set, but we didn't do last video, so I have forgotten. That one's down to Yossi, and Nashville will just start it up from there. Big hit against Granlund. Heiskanen will skate in. He'll get bodied. Some big hits here between the Central Division rivals. At least early, Duchesne floated it in front of the net, and Heiskanen will clear. A minute left in the power play. Or in the penalty killer. Power play for Nashville. Hakanpää will body a man. And we'll get it back to Hakanpää. We'll get it to Studnich. 44 seconds left in the penalty kill for us. Suter gets a shot. It is deflected, though, as Forsberg is checked. Lindell will clear it down. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Yossi up. Can't get it past Pavelski, who just floats it into the net to keep the possession alive. Hintz is beaten on a 2v1 against the boards, which is tough, but that is where we are at. Forsberg skates in. That one hits the post. Beat Wedgwood, but not the post. And we clear the blue line, and it is just offside. Saros pitching a shutout here. About halfway through the game. We have 1 second left to kill off, and we do. As Janot gets it to Tomasino. who lost it on his way in. Here comes Glendening. Dekes a man. And that one's in. Luke Glendening. His first goal on a lucky bounce, it looked like. As we'll take another look, because the game didn't automatically. It looked like he just kind of floated it in. Saros didn't play it completely cleanly, evidently. And it might have hit a leg and gone in, as we'll try to take another look here. As it looks like it hits blocker. Yep, blocker and then skate of Carrier. Nope, blocker and then stick of... Who's 92? Is that Johansson? Yep. Blocker, stick of Johansson, and in. Guryanov was in the general area, but definitely an own goal. As we get a break. We've kind of been getting dominated this game on home ice. It's tough, but that is how it stands currently. But Glendening gets his first goal of the year. Technicality or not, I'm sure Virtual Him will take it, as that one defended aside by Wedgwood. And here comes Guryanov. He'll wind it up, avoid a check. Thought he had the puck cut in. He didn't quite, as that one is fielded off by Saros, and we're going to have a power play now. An interference call as Carrier, who is in the area of the goal that was just scored, checked a man who did not have the puck. Yep, right there, just kind of bodied Jamie Benn. Miller gets a lucky bounce, and that one's in. Won the face-off, floated it at the net, got a lucky bounce off of Yaros' pad once again, and Colin Miller is just able to put it home. A little bit of a lucky bounce, but we'll take it. It's 2-1 now. Hockey is a game full of lucky bounces, apparently, and I don't feel bad about that one because he had an open shot in the slot. I'm Dr. Seuss up in this bitch. But that's where we're at. Wedgwood will cover. And we got the third line out for some minutes here. Yossi has 16 minutes time on ice. Feels like quite a lot, as Wedgwood will hold. Foxa could win a face-off cleanly here. That would be great. He does to Heiskanen. Big face-off win. Glendening gets absolutely murdered. Foxa, though, doesn't care, and he will shoot it, and that one's deflected high off the boards by Saros. Take another look. Miller from outside sends it in softly, looking for a tip. No one was there. Marchman a big hit. Sanford coming in. Comes Fabro, the sandwich shop owner. Wedgwood will hold there. 6:53 left. That one sent wide. As Peterson skated up, gets hit into the board. Suter unable to really do anything. Johansson will get it to Ekholm. He will try to get it in, and eventually does after he loses it momentarily on a poke check. He'll skate it behind the net. Nino Niederreiter has a goal today. That one, trying again, just trying to stuff it in. Wedgwood says no, though. And they'll circle it around to the outside as Suter will chase it down, but shot off the leg, no icing is called. E.V. Rana won't find anything as Lindell winds up with it. E.V. Rana looking for his second goal of the year. That one is fielded and played by UC Saros. Sissons coming in. Treinen in the general area. Sissons a shot off the skate. E.V. Rana kind of gets checked without getting the I've been checked animation and just kind of floats down the ice in the wrong direction. Lindell has it and will clear the zone for Dallas. Gets the Sagan. Will shoot it as Saros will send that to the other end of the ice. The other side of the ice, not the other end, as Nashville gets it to the other end of the ice. English is tough. It is my first language. Does not make it easier as that one flutters off the glove of Saros, and then a big hit. And another big hit. Gurianov bringing the paint. And that shot just wide. That would have been one hell of a goal. Ben will send a backhander in to no avail. But we score 2 in the period. It's 2-1 now as Colin Miller gets goal number 1. The signing from Buffalo. Yeah, so the numbers here, they're not great. We're kind of getting absolutely bodied. But that's okay, I guess. We have 19 shots. They have 21, so that number doesn't look too bad. But the time on attack is the not concerning number, but it's not great. We're losing by about a minute and a half there, as they do have a shot that hit the post. So it could very easily be 2-2 or 3-2 Nashville. But Wedgwood has been very good tonight. We have one more period to play, hopefully. Hopefully we can avoid overtime. And Nashville just 2 consecutive regulation losses, as that would go a long way for our playoff dreams. Pavelski. I kind of got caught at the blue line trying to figure out what was happening, and then the game figured out what was happening. Figured out that I was not figuring out what was happening. And it figured it out for me and just kind of took the puck away from me. Fabro now, playing some super conservative defense here, as that's offside. I mean, what happened? There was really no defense or prevention of them getting in. They just skated in offside. So, do hate to see that, I guess. Here's Robertson. He'll send it in. Still looking for Robertson's first goal of the year. Just a little over a game and a half in, but it would be nice to get him on the board here late. Not going to force it, though. Would also love to get Pavelski on the board. But we'll see. Hintz. That one. Almost got Hintz on the board and then kicked to Pavelski. Niederreiter in. But had to take on a 1v3 situation on his own, and it just didn't quite work out. We're going to try to let everybody change here with our defensemen, as Heiskanen and Miller, in the least sexy way possible, do actually get it out. They were both bodied and lost the puck on both ends. But we did get it out, so that is the important thing. Which is what she said. We'll skate in. Pirouettes, backhand, Sagan. Couldn't get the shot animation off in time. Frickin' A, Tyler. Gets it to Lindell. We're going to have to reset. I lost the blue line. Suterin will send it into Saros, who will play it out. Now it seemed dangerous. Lindell murders Johansson on the blue line. And we're offside, unfortunately. It is 2-1 here late. About 12 minutes to play. Looking to hang on as Nashville will win the draw cleanly. Sissons plays it in, but not before he's hit. Suter is bodied. Some big hits happening this game. The Royal Rumble of Dallas is here apparently, as Tollevin is upended by Lindell. Nashville maintains possession though. Fox will get it out. Here comes Marchment. He's hit, separated from the puck. Not great. Ekholm has a free shot. Wedgwood stands tall. 9.5 minutes to play, and here is the next episodes. I think we're going to try to play every game of the season. That's the goal, at least. How far will we make it before we start skipping a couple of games in a row? We'll see, but just the first several, I would like to play 1-for-1, as that is a goal by Tomasino to make it 2-2. And that is awfully tough. Nashville probably at least deserved to be tied, but doesn't make me like that goal more than I do already. I don't really know where I was going with that, but you get the idea. Lazan gets it to Tomasino. Harley in. Peterson winds up with it. He'll skate in. Has an angle. I tried to kind of deke, and it didn't work. It just kind of floated it at the net. I feel like that might have been a great opportunity we just wasted there. We'll get it to McDonough to Granlund. And we're going to take a trip late with 7 minutes to play in the third period. Yanni Hakanpää. Large man, large stick in multiple facets of his life. Too large there and just got it up underneath. Man, and he tripped him. Have to kill another penalty here. 7 minutes remain as that one is shot off a leg. Lindell will have it and will clear. And I cleared it a little bit too hard as that just kicks right back to Josi. That's okay. Glendening will mess up the timing. Gets it to Tullivan. Forsberg to Duchesne. The Josi to Forsberg. The Duchesne, and Wedgwood stops a shot from the top of the slot. Dr. Seuss in the house again. Y'all subscribe for Stars franchise, clearly, but you are getting my rapping abilities from time to time. As Hintz comes in, and he's bodied. Hintz bodies another man. We're out here hitting. Wedgwood, another save. Wedgwood is standing on his head. It may be 2-2, but Wedgwood is holding his own here. As we're slowly getting back on the TOA number. Getting back closer to even, although the power play is not helping that. Nashville wins the draw. That one is sent wide by Wedgwood. On net. Josi, that one hit the post. Comes Pavelski. A minute left to kill here for Dallas. Heiskanen, the worst angled one-timer ever, was trying to get a one-timer there to Suter to reset everything, but instead it hit a leg. Wedgwood a save, although it goes back into the slot, and Ryan Johansson puts Nashville up 3-2. Awfully, awfully tough. His first goal of the season. And it is a power play goal. And we need a goal here late to tie. Niederreiter will take it in. Johansson. That one's fended wide by Wedgwood. Colin Miller is bodied but maintains the puck. Gets it to Glendening, and Dallas will have an offensive possession here. That one across. It's Marchman, a beautiful goal, and his third on the year. Completely created by Glendening. What a shot and goal there. As we'll take a look, Mason Marchment, his third on the season, and a great look there on the replay, and we are right back in it. Not that we were out of it down a goal, but we are tied once again. As we'll get it to Harley. And Mason Marchment's got his first Dallas Stars goal on home ice. Hopefully a sign of things to come in the season. As Hintz is absolutely bodied, so is Pavelski. And we're going to get a fight, I believe. I was trying to get a fight. We're going to get a roughing, I guess. As Philip Forsberg and Hakanpää cancel each other out. So we'll get some 4-on-4 action here, I guess. Forsberg unwilling to drop the gloves. You know what? That's all right, I guess. We'll get 4-on-4 here for a couple of minutes here late in the video. Duchesne has that one poked away, and got it. Here comes Marchment. 4-on-4. Gets it to Sagan. Circles, maintains the puck. Could never get a shooting lane. Just had to pull the trigger at some point. And they'll get it to Fabro. Marchment, though, his big body gets in the way, is able to prevent it, and they'll get it to Jamie Benn, who skates in a 2-on-1, and that one's just tipped enough. Couldn't quite get it to Sagan on the other side. Sagan a wraparound. That one's spilled wide by Saros, as he'll check Duchesne into the boards pretty hard. But Duchesne will maintain it, and he's checked again by Benn. The hits are out tonight, as that one's just unfortunately taken away by Nashville. Duchesne in, Sissons a shot. That one's saved. And 46 seconds left on the 4-on-4. They're late in the game. Pavelski loses the draw. McDonough to Ekholm. Nashville cycling. Wedgwood, an amazing save. Saves the game, potentially. An unreal save. The agility of a cat in the net. Keeps the game tied at 3 as Hintz. And we're going to accidentally take an icing because I wasn't thinking about it. But Wedgwood, an incredible save there. Nashville's got 35 shots in this game. Holy. Wedgwood has been incredible. Despite it being 3-0, Gurianov shoots in. Kind of a toe drag shot, no good. Still 4-on-4 for 14 more seconds. Hintz will just kind of circle. Beats his man. Can he get it? That shot's wide. It was kind of bodied there at the end. Not able to get a clean shot off. And here comes Johansson. Hakanpää goes straight across looking for a change, but then gets involved in the play as we will now change everybody. Heiskanen up to Radek Faksa. Forsberg across to Janelle. And Marchment will circle. 42 seconds left. Here comes Faksa. Low off the pads. Ekholm corrals it in front of the net, and Nashville will clear. That one looked awkward, but was still dangerous. Title of my sex tape. Here comes Marchment. Can he do it again? That one's off a skate. Miller bodies a man. Comes Johansson to Sissons. Bodied, 8 seconds left. Dallas, one last push, does clear it. Marchment a big hit on Carrier, and we will go to 3-on-3 overtime. What a game this turned out to be. 3-on-3 overtime, so Dallas gets a point, Nashville gets a point. And we'll see who gets that second point. Pavelski will have it, and will wind it up for Heiskanen. He will skate in. And float it into Robertson. And he'll send a slap shot wide, and Heiskanen will just have it. Dallas going empty net. Some kind of penalty, and another penalty. Dallas might have a 5-on-3, and they do. Got to capitalize on this in overtime. The power play line 2 out there with Ben, Faksa, Gurianov. Marchment out on defense as well. As Nashville will clear, but Marchment's able to corral it. It doesn't get too far. Ben now in. 3-on-2 coming in. They'll just set up the power play. Just circle. Ben in, and he scores! Jamie Benn, the captain, a game winner. What an end as Jamie Benn comes off the ice, off the bench apparently. What an end to the game. Jamie Benn on a 5-on-3 gives the Stars the win. We'll hide our face cam for full footage of that goal, but Jamie Benn just got some space, as often happens in 5-on-3 action. And he was able to beat Saros. So we do get the overtime win, in spite of being absolutely bodied for most of the game. But, yeah, you know what? We will take that. Take that every day of the week. So the final lines. Nashville had 36 shots, which is impressive considering they had like 12, I think, last game. 20 hits aside, a lot of hits happening. They beat us in time and attack by about 9 seconds, though we were able to close that gap late. If you remember, it was about 90 seconds early in the game. Still beat us on faceoffs, but we came through on the power play when it counted most. So, yeah, I mean, what a way to end, really. Take another look here with Ben. Game on his stick. The game on the stick, and was just able to get it off enough where he's able to get that goal in. Just beat him far side blocker. It's happened so often. But yeah, that's going to do it. So guys, that's going to do it for the video. Like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. If you made it this far. We got the Winnipeg Jets up next at home. But yeah, been a good time enjoying the series. So hopefully you guys are as well. Next time I'll show you guys the scouting, because that honestly just didn't happen between games. And then I got here to sit down for this episode and couldn't be bothered. But we'll see how we go. We'll catch y'all in the next one.